Hello, everyone.
Hi everyone.
Shall we wait maybe just
Okay, we are
another
going
minute
to
and then we can start?
just going quickly through the audience. Some
Yeah.
familiar faces here.
Hi, Burczak.
Hello from Czech Republic.
So, okay, yeah, we can start. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today with us on our new webinar, first webinar this year. Today with me is my colleague Nicola, technical sales in Agrimo. Hi, Nicola.
Hello everyone. Hello Luca. It's a pleasure to co-host this event with you.
Great. So, as I start, just want to remind you of the housekeeping rules. So this webinar will last around 40-45 minutes. We'll see depending on the Q&A session. I hope you'll have a lot of questions. So feel free during this webinar to write down all the questions that you have. And after that, after our presentation, in Q&A session, we'll try to answer on as many of them possible. If not, we'll send the answers through email. And for all of you who cannot stay until the end, be aware that this webinar is recorded and you will receive it through email. So let's go through the agenda quickly. What are the topics? So first, we will talk about the new integration of satellite imagery and the new system that we developed for early alerts. After that, we will do the demonstration of new features and new traits that we launched in our Field Trials 2.0. And then we will talk about the use cases that are related to the variable application rates and stand assessment. So yeah, and as I mentioned at the end, we will have Q&A session. So please feel free to write all the questions that you might have in the chat. So let's move to our first topic, alert system with the satellites. So this is a new add-on that will be available in our crop monitoring product. So we integrated the satellite maps, RGB and NDVI maps from Sentinel-2. And when you create a field, you will be able to create a field boundary, and the satellite imagery will start automatically to be generated on a weekly basis. So you will be able to access them on your account on the Agrimo app, but in the back, our AI will analyze these images and compare NDVI indexes. And if it spots a drop in NDVI between two maps, it will send a notification that there is a problem on the field. So you can check it out, or send the drone to do the deeper analysis, or check it out manually. So let me show you how this will look on the app. So you will have the satellite imagery, and this histogram displays here the NDVI values and how it grows throughout the season. And if in this histogram you see the drop, the system will automatically alert that there is a problem on the field. We will also have this tool to create a prescription maps for the fertilizer application based on the NDVI. The tool is pretty much the same as it is for the vigor analysis on the drone imagery. This is just backed up by the NDVI. You will be able to select the number of the zones, the rate units that you want to apply, liters, kilograms, gallons, pounds. You will be able to put the right dosage and export the results. We will also planning to add some other features like the weather forecast and weather history. So with this, you will be able to cover many other use cases. What I want to emphasize here is that the regular analysis that we have, such as stand counts, VID, Vigor, lodging, water loggings, these analyses will only be available on drone imagery. So when we were presenting this to some folks, they asked us if Agrimo is now switching to the satellite imagery. So no, we are not. We're just adding a new component to our crop monitoring, which is the satellite imagery and these alerts. But we'll still remain in the sector of drone analysis. So all the AI-based analysis that we already have will be on the drones, and we'll continue to improve those drone images throughout the season. So who can use this or who can benefit from this new add-on? Well, first, the growers, especially the mid-size or the large growers, who cannot cover all their fields, so they can add the fields to the platform, have the access from the office, but also they can optimize their drone flights, so they can go and map the fields that require additional attentions. For the service providers, you have another feature to offer within the current package, and you can scale up your drone scouting services as well with this, because your clients will now have access to the fields. You can send them also the drone map. They can compare the quality of the maps. They can compare the results that they can get, but also they will be notified if they have problems in the field. Also, what we added is a request a flight option. So the users can now call you and ask you directly from the app to request a flight and to go out and map a field with the drones. And the third component, the insurance company, we have the weather data, historical data, combined with our damage detection analysis. So the insurance companies can now optimize and better manage the insurance claims. With the weather data, they will know whether there is a hail or strong wind or floods in those particular fields, so they can send the damage assessor to do their job. They can map it with the drone and use our damage detection analysis to get the precise information about the damaged area. So for now, this is what we launched, and this is the functionalities that are available. But I believe that this season, when you start to using this on a larger scale, that new use cases will be born with this feature, and we will try to upgrade this functionality in the following period. So right now I'll switch to Nicola and to present you and to demonstrate on our new Field Trials 2.0 release. We work on this a lot in 2023. A lot of feedback was collected from the users, and we add many new features to this. So Nicola, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Luka. As you already announced, at the end of 2023, we had a huge field trials update, and I will showcase what have we done. We will jump straight to the sugar beet research field to go through the analysis submission, because the brand new thing is this choose analysis drop-down menu. Now you can select multiple analysis and submit them in one take simply by checking the checkboxes. While we're at it, we can briefly go through new analysis. Keep in mind that all of these analyses are applicable to stripes, not just trial plots. The first one is the gap length. This analysis identifies missing rows in field crops. This information is valuable for early yield estimation, harvesting decisions, and plot uniformity. Green snap detection and lodging detection quantify percentage of plants that snapped or lodged. These analyses are giving us better insights into hybrid behavior on specific soil and in specific situations. The next analysis are yellow color index and yellow intensity that are submitted in pair. Yellow color index identifies vegetation that is not green, and it can quantify stresses on vegetation level, diseases, drought, maturity for soybeans, for example, while yellow intensity identifies different levels on non-green vegetation and help us to understand plot uniformity, level of treatment efficiency, and level of maturity. Similar to these analyses are the stay green and green intensity. Stay green analysis detects plots that are not ready for harvest and hybrids that are last to mature, while green intensity quantifies the level of maturity and hybrid predispositions, like color. And last but not least, due to the great need for the analysis, we developed plant height. This analysis provides us with an average height of plants at plot level. Height information is very valuable for tracking plant growth and treatment response and determining the difference in height between hybrids. The results that you are seeing in the background are the gap length results. When we access the multiple plot view, we can view all plots or only plots with certain variety or application type. We fulfilled the need of our users to rate plots directly on the Agrima app. Here, our users can select 3, 5, or 9 ranges, and they can set the ranges of each rating. In this bottom right table, you can see the number of plots within range and the ratings of these plots. The rating column can go from lowest to the highest number and vice versa. These values can be downloaded or sent to the email in XLS format. Also, we can access plot stats where we can see metrics for every single plot by hovering over the dots. We provide information about average, minimum, maximum gap length, as well as total gap length and total number of gaps per plot. The next thing is control plot view. We can select the control plot that enables us to compare the obtained results with the control plot and measure hybrid or product performance. I also want to show you the plant height analysis. The rating workflow is the same as for the other analysis. We provide information about average, minimum, and maximum plant height, as well as standard deviation and median height. At the end of my presentation, I will show you compare map that allows us to compare different analysis results and ratings side by side or in a swipe mode. The map alignment is ensured by ground control points that you can now upload with our maps. That's it in a nutshell. Luca, you can take over from this point.
Yay, thank you. Thank you, Nicola, a lot for this demonstration and for for everyone else, who wants to have a demo, please reach out to us and we will do the full demo for you with all these features and go deeply into it. So let's move to the next topic, and this is the use cases that were most popular last year. So those are the variable rate application. So at the beginning, I just want to remind you all which variable rate cases you can cover with Agrimo. It's weed spraying and fertilizer application. So our weed detection analysis can be used during the whole growing cycle. So we can detect weeds in pre-emergence, and that's the green on brown situation when you only have the weeds. So if you apply the Roundup, glyphosate, you can do the variable spraying with Agrimo. And in post-emergence, or this green on green situation, where you can use our solution to detect weeds while the crops are growing or during the growing stages. So we are right now, I believe that we are the only app on the market that has this green on green detection. And this is very useful for the later application of the herbicides, especially because you have the ability to create a spot spraying maps where you can just spray the weeds that are left. You can do like the targeted spraying in later stages and protect the crops. We have one very good use case that we did in 2022, spraying the voluntary corn in soybeans. We did this together with the DJI and their spraying drones. We have that whole use case on our website, so you can check it out. And the next one is the fertilizer application. So you have an option to create a prescription maps for both granular and liquid fertilizers. And we also have a lot of successful cases of application of growth regulators using our plant vigor analysis. Also, a good thing about our system is that we provide spraying maps that can be uploaded to both ground sprayers and spraying drones. So we can you can use it regardless. Sorry, about the manufacturer that of your hardware. So we're compatible with John Deere's, Case, with DJI Agres drones, with CNH, AGCO brands, etc. So let's switch to some interesting use cases that we had last year, but I would like to share with you. So the first that I chose is the fertilizer application in winter wheat. So the winter is over, and right now the wheat season for the winter wheat is coming, depending on the region. In some regions, it already started. So this is the use case that we did with our friends from Drone Team, Croatia. I see, Mario, that you're here. Hi, thank you for joining us. So we did this use case with them in Croatia, and it was spraying of the fertilizers. So we use our plant vigor analysis, so to detect the variability in the plant development. So let me explain you and tell you a brief history of the vigor analysis and how we develop it. So as you know, and Nicola present you, we have two products. One is for crop monitoring, the other one is for the field trials. So our client, which is the company who develops fertilizers, requested from us to develop the analysis that will help them to spot the variability in plant development. So we are combining here in this analysis multiple factors such as plant height, leaf color, canopy coverage, and leaf structures to differentiate zones with excellent, good, and poor vigor, and we have zones with no vegetation at all. So first, this analysis was tested on the research trials, and then we were able to replicate it on broadacre fields. And now this analysis is used to create a fertilizer maps. So we apply the vigor analysis. Then the farmer used the fertilizer tool to create a prescription maps. There were 4 zones that were used. So in the zone with excellent vigor, they apply 145 kilograms per hectare. In the zones with good vigor, 180 kilograms. And the zones with poor vigor, 200 kilograms per hectare. At the end, the result was that 20% less fertilizers was used applied to this particular field using this kind of technology. So it's not that you're using less fertilizers. Also, the goal was to distribute the fertilizer equally, or not equally, where it's necessary to result with a higher yield. So you can read the whole use case on our website, and I believe that our team put it. Yeah, it's here. It's in the chat. You can access to this use case and read the full story.
Luca, if I may jump really quickly on this topic. It's not that we are just saving only on inputs like pesticides, fertilizer, etc. But we are also saving on fuel and time management, like working hours. And as a cherry on top of it, it's very, very environmental oriented workflow. Yeah,
thank you for adding this. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So it's not just saving the money; the influence on the nature is also important in this section. So let's switch to the next case. So last year we had a lot of cases of variable application of the herbicides with both ground sprayers and spraying drones. But I choose this one because from my point of view, this is like very easy to understand way and very easy workflow, how you can save 25% on herbicide application. And I believe that I'll explain you this use case and this methodology. And I think it's very, very easy to understand and to use it. So this was the case. It was the weed detection in soybeans, but this was in the later stages. This is the green on green situation. So the user applied this analysis. The RGB map was used for this case, and we did the weed detection analysis. So in this weed detection analysis showed that there is 41% of the field covered with the weeds, and you can see here these red and yellow areas are the weed zones on the map. But this is the thing that I would like to put the focus on. This is our spraying tool and how this user created a prescription map. It's very simple. He selected 2 zones. And he put that the zone ranges is 90% of the zone is covered with weed and the 10% not. So we have pretty much equal zones, and this is the important thing. So he put the 20 gallons per acre, or the recommended dosage, in the zones with the weeds. But in the zones where the weed was not detected, he put half of the amount. Why? Because there are some weeds that our software cannot detect, and those are like very small single plants that are, for example, size of a nail or something like that, which you cannot see from the drone imagery. But just in case that, you know, he wants to be sure that he destroyed all the weeds, he put the half of the dosage and created a prescription map. Case IH Patriot sprayer was used for this use case. And, you know, with this simple methodology, 25% of the herbicides was used less comparing to the flat rate. But in this case, you can also use and to create a spot spraying map. Just in this second zone, you can put 0 and you will even save more. So, you know, you can go up to 50% less herbicide, I believe, if you put zero here. And what is the thing about the weed detection is, and that, you know, and this tool is that it gives you the complete freedom to do it and to create a prescription map. You can select 3 zones. You can select bigger grid size depending on the machinery that you have. And also, just to emphasize one more time, it is compatible with both ground sprayers and spraying drones. For you who has the Agras DJI spraying drones, you will see when you download the file, you have the file that is ready. It's named DJI in the folder that you just need to copy paste to your control and go out and do the spraying. This season, I believe that we will have more and more use cases that we will share with you and explain all the workflows and everything that should be done before and after, you know, to create a spraying map to utilize your spraying drones for the herbicides application. I want to touch base also the stand count use cases. The stand count is the most popular analysis in Agrimo, and I understand why. I believe that we can cover the wide range of the crops, and this is the information that everybody are interested in. So this is the season is starting. So this is the analysis that will be requested a lot. Growers will request it. You as a service provider also will have the needs for that. So what I want to cover here is the cases that we are having with the winter crops. So as the snow is melting, you know, there are requests for survival rates or for the growth uniformity for wheat, barley, oilseed rape. All of that can be done with our solution and with Agrimo. And also the use cases that are related with the spring crops, corn, soy, cotton. So there is a small update on our stand counts result preview. So as you can see here on this right side of the screen, we added as the main information number of plants per hectare or average seeding density. And there are still the information of the number of the plants that are counted, total number of the plants in the field, and percentage under the expected norm. So with these 3 type of information, you can make the replanting decision based on this percentage, evaluate the planting quality, evaluate the seed quality. You know, when you have your germination rate, you can use this number of the plants in the whole field when you're later on doing the yield estimation. That's one of the segments that is important for that calculation. And you have the average seed density, or you have the average stand counts in your field. So thank you all for listening our presentation, and let's start now with the Q&A session and answer all your questions. So Nicola, I was not watching the questions while I did this presentation. So if you have something interesting, then we can start.
Yeah, we can start with Michael's question. I think that one suits maybe better for you. He is wondering about our analysis, for example, like GreenSnap. Is it applicable only on drone imagery, or it can be applied to the satellite? So would you like to take over this one?
Yeah, or you can you go, please? I'm just...
Okay, sure. So all of our analysis, grammar analysis, are applicable on the drone imagery, but on the satellites we can analyze only the NDVI indexes. So we do not and we cannot perform grammar analysis like GreenSnap stand counts with detection analysis on the satellite imagery. And the second one is from Pavel about our analysis, especially for the field trials regarding the GreenSnap, color index, etc. Can they be run on RGB or multispectral imagery? So all of our analysis can be run on both RGB and multispectral imagery. I know right now it's big expansion of the Mavic 3 multispectral that we do support, and we have that camera type for the M3M. So we do support all of our analysis multispectral imagery.
Yeah, so there is also another question: is only RGB used? So yeah, you can use both, but the analysis that we showed you, they are applicable on both RGB and multispectral. The next question: how do you calculate plant vigor? So yeah, I think I mentioned that in the presentation. So we are using multiple factors, but the main are the plant height, leaf color, and canopy coverage. So based on those three parameters, the software differentiates zones with excellent, good, and poor vigor.
And also the saturation of plants, that would be the number of the plants in zones that are analyzed. Yeah. Another one from Pavel: what is recommended GSD for the weed detection? Well, the better input, the better images, the better results are. So, but something that we do recommend for the DSPs is around 1.5 up to 2 centimeters per pixel is recommended. GSD, you can go lower, you can go higher, but
I would say around 2 centimeter, per pixel would be enough.
Especially in early phase of the development.
Does variable rate application work on Agra's drones? Yes, it does. So I mentioned that also, but you will see when you create a prescription map and you download the results in that zip file, you have the folder called DJI, and this is the file that is ready to put in the Agra's drones. Another question on GSD, but this time for the stand counts, it's the same. So, when you have the smaller plants, better GSD. When you have a bit taller plants, you can go with a bit lower. But, if you stick to around 2 centimeter per pixel, you can get you can get all the results.
Yeah, especially in the later phases of plant development, for example, like corn, when it's very tall and it's easy to spot. Yeah. For your time management, you can fly on higher altitude, so maybe even 5 or 4 centimeters per pixel is good enough GSD for us to perform the stand count analysis. Again, for the later phases of the plant development for the corn.
Yeah, there is another question: when is the best time to count corn? V3 is the best. It showed the best accuracy in V3 stage. Okay, does variable rate work with Trimble? Yes, we provide the shape files. So every display that accepts shape files can be used, and we already tried on Trimble, and it works. A question from our friend Burchak: what date will the satellite warning system be activated? It's it's launched already. I believe it will be available on the accounts from, I believe, Monday next week. On which interface we will see the satellite images? On Agrimo app. So you will see when you enter your fields that you have the icon, the map with the satellite. It will say satellite map. So when you're accessing it, you will see you will see those maps from the satellites. Choose the dates, etc. So I think I showed that on the on previous slides on how that works and how it will look like.
I think we have a question about potato counting the number of leaves for the stand count population. So here is the link that I share with you, where you can go to our website www.agrimo.com, and you can find our focus crops. If you click on the crop, you can open the calendar with recommended analysis and also the phases when that analysis is recommended to be run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the question from Darwin, stand count can be done on individual plots within a field. Yes, so we have a complete product which is designed for those field trials, where you can get stand counts, but also the plant gap, number of the plants per row. Related to the plant counting, I believe that those are the information that we are able to provide. So yeah, we'll be happy to do this demonstration later if you like. So just to see other questions. From Nick. Is there more accuracy in the reports if you use multispectral instead of RGB, or are the results the same? Well, yeah, pretty much are the same from the multispectral and RGB. You know, we started to train our algorithms for RGB maps, and that's why our software is slightly working better with RGB images, because we have a larger knowledge base, and you know, we are training algorithms for longer than with multispectral. But we get the multispectral drone and we are collecting data, and we are labeling and fine-tuning our algorithms, and we are working on developing the new use cases where the multispectral maps will be more useful. So, for example, the case we did with the voluntary corn in soybeans, the multispectral was much better than the RGB, because the voluntary corn was pointing out really good on those. So I believe that for those cases, in some cases with the weeds, multispectral can be good. But if we are speaking of accuracy, it's pretty much the same. I would say it's slightly in the favor of RGB. Question from my old friend Theo. DJI is using Mavic 3 drones. Which version do you find most beneficial using your program, Classic, Pro, Enterprise, Thermal? Well, Theo, I would say that Mavic 3 multispectral is the drone from the DJI I would recommend for the agriculture. It is designed for the agriculture. It has good RGB, good multispectral camera. It has RTK, and it's okay battery life. You just need to buy more batteries and you can map it. So speaking of Classic, Pro, Enterprise, and Thermal, you didn't mention multispectral, but that's the one I would choose. Still, the other ones are also the Enterprise, Pro, all those has the good RGB, and as we mentioned, RGB would be good enough for the Agrimo. From Alex, stand counts works from vineyards. Yes, stand count is one of few analyses. Vineyards are not in our focus that much. Field crops are our primary focus, but we can do stand counts on vineyards. Can counts be done on rice? Yes. Yes, it does. How does Agrimo work with M3M? It works perfect. So we can, you can use it for both stitching and image processing. We're in the process of making on a user manual for M3M and Agrimo. I believe we will launch it. We will have it next week, so it will be on our website, but we will also share it on on our social media channels. So you will be able to download it and to read more information about that. How many leaves does the potato need to have to be able to count the population?
Yeah, I shared the link with the calendar. So
Can your software work on on-premise machines, or does it only run on your hardware? I'm not sure I understand this.
all you need to have is the internet access and desktop or laptop. We are cloud-based software. You do not need to invest in any other hardware. If that's the question.
Yeah. So yeah, we are the cloud-based solution. So it doesn't work on premises. It's you just need to log into your account.
Luca, what's the resolution of satellite images?
It's 10 by 10. 10 by 10 right now. We use the Sentinel-2 10 by 10. I believe in the future that we will have on per request, better image resolution with these satellites. Right now it's Sentinel 10 by 10, but as I mentioned, we will see how this will work, and in which direction we will move. But I believe that one of the things will be the option to choose the better image quality with the satellites.
Yeah, and Luca, we have a great question by Bill Cooper regarding the pricing for the video detection analysis and what might be a typical processing time of the analysis per acre. Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, there is the another one from Pavel. So it's the subscription model. We have 3 licenses with the different permissions and base area, but it's all license based. So 1 license for 1 drone. Bill, we will share the pricing structure with you. So it's a license based. We don't sell per analysis per acre, and the processing time is 48 hours.
Yeah, processing
Sometimes
time.
it's faster, but it's around 48 hours.
Yeah, the video detection analysis has the highest priority because of the spraying tool. Since you want to create a variable rate application and you want to create prescription file, so that's the highest priority analysis, and you can get reports within 24 hours sometimes.
Yeah, Pavel, we will send you the pricing as well.
I think Paul was asking also about the custom-made licenses.
That's also the option. Just wanted to find out what's the use case, and we can discuss that. Yeah. So do we have more question? Shandan Khan asked whether we will get the recording. Yes, you will. Yeah, Guantam, you can either send or upload the stitched imagery, the orthomosaic, or you can upload raw data and we have the stitching in the app. So if you prefer to work with some other software for stitching, we accept the orthomosaic as well, but we also offer all-in-one solution. Let's see, a lot of people is writing here, so let's wait a
Yeah.
bit while we are live to answer the questions.
While we are
Okay,
waiting,
we will.
go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, I'm from to
Okay.
one time.
Yeah. While we're waiting, I want to say to send all of my love to Charapic brothers that are helping us with the questions and answering. Thanks, Nemanja. Thanks, Rasko. And by the way, if anyone of you want to reach us, you can write to the sales@agrimo.com, or you can write personal email to me or Luca. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Zach, good question. Is the turnaround time any faster? Well, I mean, yeah, because you will upload the imagery and you won't wait for the stitching. But you know, once you request the analysis, we will send the results back within the 48 hours. So if you're uploading the orthomosaic, I believe that you will just save time that is required for stitching.
Thanks, Burchak.
Thank you, Burchak. We are located in Belgrade, Serbia. Yes, Edwin, good question. Yeah, we will be able to detect the wheat species in the future. We are working on that, and I believe that the multispectral will help us in that regards. And right now we cannot do it. We only offer like wheats versus crops. But the first separation that we are trying to make is on grass weeds and broadleaf weeds. But yeah, that's something that we are working on and possibly will be in the future. How would you say your solution compares to Pix4D Fields and their AI tool? Well, first of all, the main difference I would say is that Pix4D Fields is desktop solution. We are cloud-based solution. So for our solution, you don't need any expensive computer or any machine. You just need an internet connection. And how does it compares to the AI tool? Well, first of all, I was speaking of weed detection analysis because that's the only comparison that they have. We have stem counts, vigor, waterlogging, canopy coverage. So yeah, it's the difference is that our solution is automated. So you just request analysis, and I believe that with their magic tool, you need to do your own labeling. So that's the thing. Not sure. Didn't try it yet. And when we have I believe that we give the better accuracy. And also what we can cover is green on green situations. So our software can differentiate weeds from crops. And I believe that with the magic tool, you can use only on the green on brown situations in pre-emergence. So thank you all for being here today with us and to listen to this presentation. I really hope you like it. So as you know, we are always open doing demos to show you how it works and discuss about your use cases and what we can do. So feel free to reach out to us on sales@agrimo.com or write us on our social media. And I really hope that you enjoyed. There were a lot of questions here that I'm happy to hear that we spark your interest. So yeah, I wish you all a good luck in the growing season 2024, and I hope we will work a lot this year and build together more use cases. Yes, Fabian, we will share this recording with you. You will all get this.
Thank you, everyone, from my side as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.